let's go. Yeah. Hey.
So, when you were doing Big Sky, between you and the female lead, there was a lot of kind of back and forth on will they, won't they end up together, and then it got canceled and continued. When you take on your roles, do you consider the physicality and intimacy of the role with the fact that you're married? Is that something you take into account?
Good question. I haven't really been. I haven't really had a role or a storyline or something that is really challenged.
Soldier boy.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. My wife gave me really good advice for the couple of scenes with Soldier Boy, and some, not all of them made it the final cut, but there were more. But I was nervous about it, and I was talking to her about it, and I was like, oh man, this is, I don't know what this is going to be like. And she said this to me. She said, as nervous as you might be for the scene that you have to do today, imagine how much more nervous the person is that you're doing it with. This is a person that has just been hired on to do this one thing. You're going to keep doing scenes. I'm going to keep doing scenes and keep working and be on the show. So that really helped me kind of put things in perspective. And then I then was able to kind of treat the situation much differently. That being said, I haven't been in like a big kind of like love relationship on screen in probably since Eric Brady. So it's not something that I've necessarily had to give much thought to this point, but I'm sure if there is a role or a project or a storyline that presents itself in the future, then that's probably a conversation I'll have to have with her. But the good thing is that she is too an actress and has done those kinds of scenes and gets it and understands that it is so choreographed, and so the intimacy and the romanticism that you see on screen is nothing like that when you're shooting it. Every move, every head tilt while you're kissing, or every hand placement, all of it is so choreographed like a dance or like a fight scene that it kind of takes that emotion out of it a little bit.
And I think, I don't know about Dee, but for Jen, when I have a intimate scene or whatever, we met when we were in our mid-20s. She knows I've had exes, I know she has exes. So like the kissing on camera stuff, she's like, oh, I know how uncomfortable that is. Yeah. She is less comfortable with me like having a scene where I'm like, hey, I love you so much, to somebody else. She's like, I don't like that. Like the whole physicality thing, it's like, I know how weird that is. I know that nobody likes it, the crew doesn't like it, the cast is like, this is awkward. Like, hey Bill, and Frank, in your underwear or a sock.
Yeah, like you're like on the couch making out with someone, and you literally like 4 feet away is this.
Yeah.
You rolling?
So there's not the intimacy again. You see that what you see on camera. It's not how it feels when you're doing it. So yeah, I don't think that there's that worry from our wives necessarily. But that's a good question. Yeah.
It's a great question.